Good afternoon, Belize. It's midday, and you're tuned into the news at noon, where we bring you the latest updates from across the country. I'm Isana Cayetano, and here's what's making headlines today. Pletz Home Builders defends nighttime house moves amid proposed ban. Dead horse sparks outcry over ownership rules in Belize City. Minister meets sugar industry stakeholders to push unified vision. And Belize's sugar industry faces labor crunch and rising costs. These stories are coming up in just 1 minute.
In the face of tragedy, you depend on accurate and timely information. In times of triumph, you seek to be inspired. You demand transparency and accountability. Your desire is to know and to understand, to be heard and seen. I take pride in telling stories that safeguard communities. Your dedication and success live on through these reports. Getting to the truth is my duty. My unwavering commitment is to tell the stories that matter the most to you. I am News 5.
Welcome back. Pletz Home Builders says moving houses at night is safe and vital for Belize's economy. The company, with over 25 years of experience and more than 3,000 successful moves, claims it has never had a roadway incident. They stress strict compliance with Belizean laws and go beyond safety requirements, using well-lit escorts, trucks and floodlights on every house. The firm argues a proposed ban on prefab house moves is an overreaction. While every life matters, they note the fatality rate for house moving is about 1 death every 15 years, far lower than most road activities. In the recent December 18 tragedy, police reportedly blame a drunk driver speeding at 70 miles per hour, not the parked house. Pletz warns the ban could cripple the construction sector and make homes less affordable. They insist nighttime moves are safer than daytime, with fewer vehicles on the road. Instead of a ban, they urge stricter lighting and equipment standards, similar to international practices for oversized loads. Concerns are growing in Belize City over horse ownership. We've been following reports of theft, neglect, and even abuse, and earlier this week, residents spotted a dead horse near Jane Usher Boulevard. News 5 spoke with Councillor Kaya Katus, who says while there is no law on the books right now, the City Council is teaming up with the Belize Police Department to tackle the problem.
While the Belize City Council does not currently have the legal authority to enforce matters relating to horses, we are definitely not ignoring the issue. The council has been documenting incidents, and we have been engaging in different interagency discussions and raising concerns with the relevant national authorities who are essentially responsible for animal welfare, public safety, and legislation. We are also working to ensure that the issue is framed correctly, not just as an enforcement problem, but as a public safety, public health, animal welfare, and also youth development issue that requires a coordinated national response. We continue to use our platform to appeal to the parents of these kids who are horse owners, their guardians, and the kids themselves to act responsibly and to understand the risks involved in keeping and racing horses in our Belize City urban environment. There is no legislation where the police can act and just go and take away the horses or stop the youths from doing it. In the event that something happens or if the police takes away these animals, where will they put them? So there is nothing yet in place to facilitate that. I think that we have to make it clear that once the proper legal framework is established at the City Council, we are prepared to play our role in implementation.
On Wednesday, Minister of State Dr. Osman Martinez met with northern sugar industry leaders in Buena Vista, Corozal, to tackle key challenges and chart a shared path forward. The meeting brought together farmers' associations, BSI-ASR, research bodies, and government agencies to discuss harvest readiness, cane testing, sugar road upgrades, and climate-resilient projects like CRESAP. Martinez stressed unity, transparency, and continuous dialogue as the foundation for a stronger, more competitive sugar sector. Stakeholders pledged better coordination, improved financing access, and technical support for farmers. The session ended with clear next steps to modernize the industry and boost productivity. Meanwhile, last season, over 100,000 tons of sugarcane were left to rot simply because there weren't enough hands to harvest. The industry is moving toward mechanization, but for now, farmers still rely heavily on manual labor. Many turn to immigrant workers, but they say skyrocketing work permit fees are making it harder to keep their workforce legal. Some claim costs have jumped from $50 to as much as $200 a month. We asked Prime Minister Briceño about it. He says the real issue isn't fees, but delays and the availability of labor. Industry leaders, however, disagree. Here's what the PM and the Progressive Sugarcane Producers Association had to say.
I don't think it's so much about the charges, because the charges has always been there. We have not raised any charges. I think more than anything else, the availability of manual labor. And secondly, that sometimes the ministries, they take too long in the approval. Of course, nobody wants to pay for anything if they don't have to pay them, all the better for them.
That's an issue that was brought at yesterday's meeting with Minister Martinez. Previously, what was charged, I think it's over 5-6 years ago, was $50 for a worker's permit and $50 to extend that worker's permit. I mean, until you get it, then the extension that you used to get. The current charges is $200 monthly. So that has been a problem for the past 2-3 years. And it was mentioned yesterday to see how best we can address that issue right now.
And what's the proposal to address this issue?
Well, to go back to where we were before, $50.
That's a wrap for the news at noon. But don't worry, there's plenty more coming your way at 6 p.m. We'll dive deeper into these stories and more. In the meantime, visit greaterbelize.com and follow us on Facebook for real-time updates. And don't miss Open Your Eyes on Monday morning for fresh takes on today's headlines. Thanks for tuning in, Belize. Stay informed, stay inspired, and have a fantastic afternoon.